Welcome to the Pulse of Spokane. Join us for the latest in news, views, and conversation with community leaders. The Pulse of Spokane is brought to you in part by Homes for You, Well Dressed Walrus, Spokane Firefighters Local 29, Creative Music Learning Center, and North Idaho Events. Now, put your finger on the Pulse of Spokane.
Welcome to the Pulse of Spokane. Kent Adams here. Hope you're having a good day. It's the 3rd of December. In some ways, hard to believe that we're really in December, and really, Christmas is not that far away. In fact, it's about 4 weeks away from tomorrow. So we're 4 weeks away from Christmas Eve. What is going on here? Okay, we've got a great lineup today, as we always have. When she can make it to this studio instead of Krem or somewhere else, I'm just giving her a bad time, is Kate Hudson from Visit Spokane. We're going to talk about all the great things going on in Spokane during the month of December. And it's one of those months, okay? And then Susan Senske O'Neill from Puttin on the Ritz will be here, and that's only about a month away itself. New Year's Eve. Do you mention it in your notes? No, because we got it covered. Okay. And we're going to talk about that. Yeah, last year it sold out, probably because she was on our program last year, and it sold out 2 weeks early. So, and then we have Marie Hartis and Rosella Reggin. Did I say that right? Okay. On a how do you say it? A contemplative Christmas. I knew I would mess that up one way or the other. In fact, I misspelled it earlier, and I corrected it, and then I didn't look down and see it. Next, on the Pulse of Spokane. Stay with us, please.
I had no idea how to be an adult, let alone a mom. I grew up in over 20 foster homes, so I partied to escape. I wanted to change, but I had no idea what to do. UGM showed me that healing begins with the heart, with understanding how much we are loved by a good God. My kids and I started over with a whole new foundation. Real people, real change. Union Gospel Mission.
Well, welcome back. It is that time of year, Christmas, Kate Hudson, isn't it?
Yes, I cannot
A lot
believe it.
going on. We talk about things like in May and so forth that are busy months, but this is a mighty busy month too.
December
and we're not going to
is
get
nuts.
through probably even a third of the
Oh,
list.
no.
Yeah.
I had to narrow it down to 9 events, and
Okay.
there were 129 for the entire month of
So
December.
you left 120 out.
Yes.
And those are all good too.
They are all wonderful.
Oh,
There are
gee.
so many wonderful things going on. So
Okay, something about a Christmas tree elegance.
This is
what
one-
would that be about?
This is one of my favorite events
Yeah.
every Christmas, and it's a big fundraiser for the Spokane Symphony.
So how many raffle tickets do you buy?
I usually do the 25 pack.
Okay,
Because
okay.
my kids like to have some to put in, and I like to put some in, and I've never won, so I'm hoping there's a first time for everything maybe
So I'm not
this
going to
year.
follow you around and
Don't
put them,
follow
okay.
me. Or maybe follow me and you'll have better luck.
Yeah.
But there's 18 Christmas trees. Some of them are at the historic Davenport, and the rest of them are at River Park Square.
Okay.
They're split up. So don't forget River Park
And
Square.
that's been happening the last couple of years,
Yes,
hasn't it?
yes, they've spread it out, and each tree has prizes worth up to $5,000
Oh,
on it. So
okay.
if you win one, you've won big.
Do you remember what any of the themes are?
One of them is Harley Davidson.
Okay.
So there's
Alright.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
And there's always a Seahawks tree.
Okay.
And there's always an outdoorsy tree. There's always just a plain old cash tree.
Now, if yesterday didn't go as it should have, would they have taken down the Seahawks tree?
Light it on fire.
Light it on fire or whatever? No.
No.
Let's not do that. So people, okay, what are the dates?
It started on the 3rd, runs through the 15th. So you have time to go do it. And even if you don't want to buy a raffle ticket,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
well worth going down
And
to
take
wander.
the family.
Yes.
I remember taking Chloe when she was about 4 years old.
Yes.
And
Get a hot chocolate, wander around, take it
Yeah.
all in, because the Davenport is beautiful on
it's
its
the
own.
place to be at Christmas
And
time,
at
isn't
Christmas, it's even better.
it? Yeah.
I highly recommend going, and maybe some off hours, maybe at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a weekday
Yeah,
if you can.
yeah.
Because
Between the
it's-
lunch and the dinner hour.
Yes,
if you-
because on the
yeah.
weekends it is packed.
Is it really?
So if
Yeah.
you want time to really take in the trees,
Yeah.
go on an off hour.
All right.
So we've got that going on.
What else is coming up?
We also have the Nutcracker this
Okay.
weekend, running through the 8th, through Sunday. And this is the State Street Ballet. They come up from San Jose every year, and they team up with the Spokane Symphony, and they put on this wonderful ballet that's a holiday classic. Tchaikovsky's, one of Tchaikovsky's most well-known pieces. So we have that going on this weekend. I will be at the Sunday matinee with my daughter, who loves ballet, and that's kind of been a tradition that we've had since she was 2.
She wants to try out at some
She
point,
does. She's going to be old enough to try out for one of the local parts next year.
fun.
So she's always
So she's
rooting to
priming
get
the
up there.
pump to
Yeah,
go
so
see
maybe
it.
next year I'll be watching her up on the stage.
All
So
right.
I'm fingers crossed.
That's fun. First Friday is when?
Oh yes, it is this Friday.
Okay.
It's the first Friday of every month. It's a local of all celebration of all things local arts and music. Participating businesses open their doors. They have special deals. A lot of the wine tasting rooms waive their tasting fees, and then they also feature a local artist. So if you're looking to buy some art for your Christmas presents, this is the event for you.
Okay, then we get steamrolled.
Yes, by Mannheim.
Right.
And Chip Davis.
Yes.
For 35 years, Mannheim Steamroller has been rocking out
I was gonna say.
with all the holiday cheer. And they are doing a concert on December
I can
7th.
hear them.
I know, you can hear it.
Can't you? I
Yeah.
mean, you really can hear it.
Yes.
It's an iconic sound.
It is.
It really is.
It really is. And they are doing a concert December 7th at First Interstate Center for the Arts.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Tickets are still available for that.
Great. And then we're going to build some gingerbread houses.
Yes, at Northern Quest Resort and Casino, we have the annual gingerbread build-off. It has previous years it has been held at the Davenport Grand Hotel. They've moved it out to Northern Quest this year. Highly recommend it. There are very intricate gingerbread houses that you can go see. And for $7, you can buy your own gingerbread kit and sit there with your grandkids or your kids and build your own gingerbread house.
I've got a grandkid who loves to do that.
Oh, yes.
She just loves it.
It's so fun. And all the proceeds go to Christ Kitchen. So your money will be going somewhere worthwhile.
Yep. And
we have
then
that.
there's the Bing Crosby
Yes.
Film Festival.
This is December 14th, one day only at the Bing Crosby Theater. And of course, Bing Crosby is very Spokane, very holiday.
I've heard that.
Yes. You can't go wrong with this event.
No,
It's become very
can't go
popular.
wrong with Bing Crosby.
I know.
I
And
mean,
of course,
talk about tradition and everything.
I know, and White Christmas is a classic.
Yeah.
So that will be one of the films that is featured. They're also going to be playing Pennies from Heaven, Road to Zanzibar, and his nephew, Howard Crosby, will be playing some music.
Who's come to Spokane several times.
Yes, he lives in the area, and so he will be here performing.
fun.
$10 gets you in the door.
Okay.
So
now, if I
wonderful.
don't have a watch, what is a watch party?
So Gonzaga University basketball will be taking on UNC.
Do they have a basketball team?
They do.
Okay.
And
But they lost one already.
They did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So they will be playing their game on December 18th, and it's sold out. So you
Okay.
can't get tickets. So Hooptown, which is affiliated with Hoop Fest, has decided to throw this incredible watch party under the pavilion in Riverfront Park.
Okay. That's better than throwing it under the bus.
I know, right? So if you would like to go and watch the game with thousands of your closest friends, they're going to have Jumbotron set up. No Lie has created a special Hooptown beer for this event. Indaba Coffee has created a roast.
Oh, fun.
So if you're not into drinking beer, you can buy a coffee and enjoy the game. It all starts at 5 p.m. until the game's over. So,
Yeah. Wow.
And it's a free event. So,
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's the right price.
I know. Just
Yeah.
bundle up, though, because
If I
it's
want to
outside.
see some holiday lights, where should I go?
I think you should go to Geyser Conservatory in Manitou Park. This is an annual event as well, and I love the juxtaposition of the cold outside and then inside this tropical feel with thousands of twinkly lights set up all over the plants inside.
And as we talked earlier today, it's a great time to take the kids and grandkids there
yes,
too, right?
it's a free event as well.
Free.
So you can just
Families
walk in.
love free.
I know.
okay?
I love free. Who doesn't love free?
Yeah.
And speaking of free, while we're talking about holiday events,
Yes.
Wheatland Bank has the free carriage rides
Yes.
going on downtown right now, and also the Crescent windows are set up in the Davenport Grand Hotel.
Yeah.
And there's filled
I'm
with
so
nostalgia.
happy to see those come back.
I know.
I remember them because I was here in Spokane in time, and a lot of close to my generation and so forth remember when you used to go and put your
Yes.
face up against the windows at the Crescent and so
It was
forth, and then the Crescent went away.
It was a holiday destination for
it
kids
really was.
back in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, and
Yeah.
on through the 70s. So they're back. All those displays are down in the basement of the old Crescent. So we've been resurrecting them and bringing them back. And then we also have the Spokane Symphony on December 21st through the 22nd doing holiday pops with Vanessa Williams.
Oh,
who's a big
okay.
name. She'll be doing
Yes.
classic holiday songs, singing with the symphony, and we have
Tickets still available?
Tickets are available anywhere from $33 to $99, and
Okay.
of course, the symphony will also be doing its December 31st Beethoven's Ninth Symphony,
Right.
For the new year to ring in the new year, and
That's just the evening hours
Yes.
before putting on the Ritz.
Absolutely. And you're going to be talking about putting on the
Yeah,
Ritz.
in fact, we're going to talk about that next.
Yes.
Kate, thanks for coming.
Yeah. Ooh, we're
Happy
shaking
holidays
hands.
and
You
all
too.
that. Okay. All right. And if you ever see your husband,
I-
because he's busy this time
He
of
is
year
busy
during
this time of
basketball
year.
season with
Yes.
GU.
Yes.
Yeah,
But-
that's good. You can get some things done at home.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah, okay.
Maybe.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Here at Creative Music Learning Center, we are dedicated to your learning no matter where you are on your journey. Whether you are a beginner, a casual player, or need some brushing up on technique, we are here for you. When you begin lessons with us, our teachers take the time to understand what kind of learner you are and how we can help you further your knowledge, offering a variety of instruments including piano, guitar, voice, violin, and more. We are here and ready to get started with you. The economy is getting stronger, banks are lending again, and interest rates are at historic lows. Now is a great time to buy your dream home. The caring and knowledgeable professionals at Homes for You have been helping people just like you for over 20 years. They take the time to listen to what you want and will help you find just the right home in Washington or Idaho. Real estate is what we do at Homes for You, 928-5782, or visit online at homes4uspokane.com. Think of North Idaho Events as your business development advisor. We produce events of all kinds: trade shows, themed expos, fundraisers, corporate workshops, and more. We will discover the most appropriate event that your company can most opportunistically shine. We provide the platform to feature local businesses in front of a high quantity of their ideal customer. Share your story with April Howard over a cup of coffee so she can most appropriately guide you and your business into new heights and create a most mutually beneficial relationship.
Well, welcome back. Talking about the holiday season, and then we've been talking with Kate about all the things going on in Spokane, and she covered, I think, about 9 out of the 129 events. And one of the things we kind of hinted about was putting on the Ritz, which follows the Beethoven's Ninth.
That's right.
Or is it 8.5?
No, it's 9.
It's all going up to 9. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's on New Year's Eve. I know. You're
so
going,
funny.
do I have to put up with you, Kent? I can see
I
it
love
in.
it.
Yeah, I know.
I do. I love
Tell me about putting on the Ritz. How are we doing on ticket sales so far?
They're pretty good.
Yeah?
I'd like
It's
to.
still kind of a little early.
It's a little.
but-
You know, it's funny. It doesn't feel like Christmas out there yet. I think it's the weather.
Yes. Yes.
And so
So we need some snow.
we do. We
Yes.
do. Any rate, the ticket sales are good.
Okay.
And I'm expecting a sellout event
Yes.
again. And actually, I made a mistake last night. We have sold out twice before. I think I said
Oh,
once.
yes, you
but
did.
the first one was with fewer tables. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It was-
Well, then that doesn't count.
Right.
So we
Well,
gotta-
so anyway, so I added more tables after we sold out.
Of course you did.
Yeah, of course.
For people who don't know what we're talking about, talk about the putting on the Ritz, okay?
Putting on the Ritz is a New Year's Eve gala. It's black tie preferred, so that means you can wear dressy cocktail if you like. And it is a night of celebration. It's full of fun, entertainment. We have 2 dance floors, one in the Hall of Doshas, one in the Pennington Ballroom. We have dinner is included. Dessert at 11. We have party bags, complimentary champagne at midnight when we count down. It is a fabulous party, and you just want to go to that party. It's fun, and it's
Now, how long have you been doing this?
Well, I actually
Not you, but I mean doing
well,
the putting on the Ritz.
I actually was in on the very first
Right,
meeting,
right.
And I think
But
it was
you've
Dr.
retired.
Welty. Yeah,
Yeah, how's that working for you?
didn't.
Yeah.
I'm very busy right now.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I got sidetracked on that.
That's okay.
But it's a wonderful party, and everybody enjoys it. I have trouble getting people to leave at 1 a.m. in the morning. One year, they wouldn't let the band stop playing. They stood out there for 20. These guys had played for 5 hours.
Oh boy.
And we have a group of people out there. Oh no, you're not going home yet. We're having fun. So it is a fun party, and it's multi-generational.
I was going to ask, because this isn't just for 50 and over, is it?
Oh no, we have plenty of 25 and up.
Really?
And they're having so much fun together, and the entertainment is so good there. And it's so entertaining. Well, so entertaining.
Special entertainer that's going to walk around and do some things.
Yeah,
too,
we're going to have an illusionist that will go from table to table and entertain people who are not on their feet. And we also have Ben Klein. He's an Elvis impersonator, and he does a very good job.
Okay.
And people loved him last year, so we brought him back from.
So when he
popular
leaves,
demand.
do you say Elvis has left the building?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually say Elvis is in the building.
Oh, okay.
And so we do all the
I'm throwing you off completely, aren't I?
we do the whole 9 yards. You know,
Yeah.
we ham it up.
Okay, so cost and where can people get tickets?
Okay,
Because
the
that's
co-
the important thing, because people are watching
Absolutely,
going,
I
how
want
do they
you to go
sign
get a
up?
ticket.
Okay.
Because it's a very fun party, and the best part of memories is making them. And so we guarantee you practically that you are going to have a wonderful time. And you buy your tickets at the Fox Theater box office, 509-624-1200. Or you can go down and buy them at the Fox, or you can buy them online. And I think they have that on the screen right now. They're $150. It is a value at $150. There's a lot going on, and I want to tell the people out there while I'm thinking about it that if you aren't a dancer, because this isn't a dance, this is a party, and everybody that has
You looked at me when you said that like you know I'm not a dancer.
that was easy. You're
Yeah.
So, at any rate, if you're not a dancer, you will still enjoy this
Yeah.
party. It's not a dance, it is a party, and it's a party for all generations, and it's a party for people who have all kinds of interests as they're celebrating. Some people even get 6 and 8 people together of their friends and celebrate that way. But the one thing I do know is the entertainment is so energetic and so good that even if you're not participating in the dance part, you are having a good time.
That's kind of nice that you've
It
done
is.
that, you know,
Oh,
because not everyone wants to get up and dance or dance all the time.
I did
too.
not design this party to be a dance. I designed this party to be a beautiful party for Spokane on New Year's Eve. And the girls can get all dressed up and all gussied, and they like to do that.
And the guys
you know.
just put on tux.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
look so handsome. in
Oh,
tux.
yeah,
You would
right.
look fabulous. in
Yeah,
tux.
right,
Yeah,
right.
So that's how you get it. That's how much it is.
So sign up
know
now.
you'll enjoy it. Sign up now.
It's a great
yeah.
Christmas present, isn't it?
Oh,
your
Christmas,
spouse and
anniversary,
you and-
birthday.
yeah.
How about just I love you?
Yeah.
That's really special. Is just present a
It's a
ticket
night
and
out
say,
to
honey,
really
I want to take
do
you
it.
out.
I
That's
mean, to
right.
really have a fun time.
That's right.
And so forth.
And we don't have a lot of those in Spokane.
No.
So, and we girls really do like to get dressed up. We do. And we like to kind of show off our feathers a little.
Oh, okay.
And,
so there's feather dancing.
oh,
No.
You're so naughty.
You know you cannot give me things like that I can turn around and make bad with,
good
right?
thing I have a sense of humor.
Yeah. Susan,
I love my time with
Susan,
you, though, I
thank
do.
you. This is fun. It looks. I think people are looking forward to it. One
other
last thing.
We do highly recommend you go to Beethoven's Ninth, and it's only an hour performance because you come out so elated, and then you go to this beautiful party. It is a night to remember.
A night out.
It
It really is.
It's
Yeah.
a night. Even beyond that, it's a night to remember. You'll have a wonderful time, and I noticed that several of the items on this lady's list
Yes.
for things going on in Spokane are the symphony, and it pretty much
Helps support the symphony, doesn't it?
helps support
Yeah.
putting on the Ritz helps support the symphony. It is produced and presented by Spokane Symphony Associates.
Yeah.
And so the symphony is Christmas Tree Elegance. It has Nutcracker. It has Puttin on the Ritz, and a couple of other performances. So symphony is an important element in our holiday schedules in Spokane.
And we hear a lot of new businesses coming to town and so forth that really
Oh.
talk about the symphony and
That's
for
right.
our size community and so
That's
forth.
right.
So we need
Well,
to support classical music.
It helps get conventions.
Yes.
It helps bring people into the community from outlying areas. We do have them, Montana, Idaho.
Yeah. Even Canada.
Yes, Canada too. Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thank you, Susan. Have
It's
fun.
wonderful.
Have
Thank
fun,
you.
okay?
Wish you could
I
be
know
there.
you will. I'm not worried about you at all. And everybody, just follow her that night, okay?
Yeah,
We're going
just
to take
follow
a
me.
quick break, and we'll talk about another Christmas activity after this.
Thank you.
Once again, it's that time of year. Local 29's down here at River Park Square for the annual Christmas tree build. This year, we just had an overwhelming outpouring of support from our membership. It took just a little over 10 hours with about 30 volunteers.
Well, the tree is 50 feet tall. It has a 4-foot star on it, has 10,000 LED lights, and roughly 2,700 ornaments and 869 branches.
The tree is centrally located here in the atrium of River Park Square. It's one of the big attractions here throughout the month of December. Santa sets up shop out front down here for all the kids to come down and visit. It's just another great event for Local 29 to have the opportunity to give back to our community.
My story is written on my body. My mom died when I was 12, and I never knew my dad. The gangs became my family. After being in and out of prison, I prayed, please help someone see me for me, not my past mistakes. And that's what I found at the Union Gospel Mission. Now, I work at the UGM Pier store, and I finally have the support to be the dad I want to be. Real people, real change. Union Gospel Mission.
Thanks, and welcome back to the Pulse of Spokane. It's kind of ironic today because we've had from GU an intern a few years ago, Chris Hartis. And I've met his dad, haven't met his sister, brother, and there's a joke there, okay? And never have met his mother until today. So Marie, how are you today?
The cycle is complete.
Yes,
Met the
all
whole
right.
family,
Yeah,
yes.
now you can go home and I can see what the dinner table is going to sound like tonight. Okay, and then we also have Rosella Reggin. Did I get that right?
You did.
All right, and you are the founder of, say it.
Experiencing a contemplative Christmas.
Yes, yeah.
A little
Yeah,
closer.
you're fine,
Yeah.
you're fine, yeah. Why did you start this?
Well,
What was going on?
Yeah. It's actually very personal. It started through me spending time in the scriptures and realizing that right from Genesis to Revelation, the theme of trees kept confronting me.
Right.
And then it wasn't until I met with pastoral staff that I realized I needed to pare it down, and it turned out like I could tell the story of God and us through pine trees. And I thought, oh, Christmas.
Yes.
Because Christmas is a celebration that is celebrated all across the world.
Right.
And whether they celebrate it like I celebrate it or not,
Right.
but it is definitely still celebrated. And I wanted to bring this story out in a way that would be somewhat different than what we were used to. We're kind of used to putting the nativity scene on the fireplace,
Right,
and
right,
then
right.
we put it back, and
Yeah.
so it's like, okay, how can we keep this alive throughout the whole year?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, and I had some friends that books. I love books, and of course, I was very influenced in reading them. One was called Living the Christian Year, like after Advent, Christmas celebration. So
Right.
you just keep going, and it really explains, the whole biblical side of the story in this book. And a friend recommended I read that, and then I was given a gift called The Gift of Christmas, and that's what I use every Advent in preparing for the Christmas, and it's basically changed my life.
Wow, good for
So,
you.
Yeah.
So Marie, how did you get hooked into this?
Well, oddly enough, I learned about the event kind of by accident last year, sitting in my hairdresser's place, of all
Of
places.
course, that's where you pick
And
up what's going on in
and
town,
I saw
right?
one of these invitations, and I went, oh, it's tonight. oh my gosh, I've got to go, because we always love to do new Christmas events.
Right.
And I went, I met Rosella, and I instantly fell in love with the event. And I said, oh my gosh, I want to volunteer next year. I have to be part of this. And I went back every night after that first night just to re-experience it. I brought people, and that's how Rosella and I got introduced to each other. And I said, let me help. And I've been involved ever since last year. Yeah.
Has she been useful?
She's been very good. Both her and her husband were standing there, and they said, let us do your marketing. And I'm going, like, yes.
Praise the Lord, right? I mean,
Yeah, I love creating and making, but, that's kind of where this is a stretch.
Yeah. And honestly, you need to delegate responsibilities out, because as things grow, you cannot do it all.
No.
And do it right the way.
We would not have been able to do this without the support of my husband. He's here in the background here somewhere. And we have a ton of volunteers that said, yes, we're on board. We love what you're doing. So they come out and help. And
Let's talk about the event. Where is it? When is it? How can people get more information?
Yeah, this is the invitation. I don't know if your camera wants to capture that.
Let me.
It's Wednesday, December the 11th to Sunday, December the 15th.
Okay.
Starting at 4:30 p.m. and it runs till 8:30 each night. Yeah.
And it's an open house style, so people can drop and go as they see fit.
Okay.
Very open to families.
I was going to ask you next. Yes, family friendly, because
Sure.
sometimes some of these events are so delicate and so forth that you don't really want the little ones touching things.
Oh,
they tend to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. In fact, we have cookies and cocoa.
Right.
So.
Oh, fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fun.
So all the tables will have contemplatives, that people can page through. The symbols that we traditionally use at Christmas,
Yes.
There's information on that. And then we have at each tree, there's kind of a theme that starts, and so they can either address the tree with the banners, I should have brought one, I didn't. They can read it and enjoy it from that perspective, or just page through a binder and, again, more contemplations and some scripture that upholds the contemplation.
Right.
Talk a little bit about how many trees, because that's one of the things that impressed me, is how many trees there were and how themed.
More than 2?
Yeah. It's actually, I call it a forest of trees because there's 25.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't have guessed that many.
Yeah. So in the place where it's being held at the Corbin event or the Corbin Mansion, it holds, it has the space to hold the trees. And they're like 12 to 14 feet high, each tree. So, it's kind of you really feel like it is a forest. But
So if it's that high, does Chris go in and hang things? Because he can reach that.
Good this year.
Yes.
Yeah. We might still recruit him. I recruit as I go.
I hear you. What are you doing tonight? Oh, you're coming with me. Right? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly. Yeah.
And for those who are wondering what I was saying earlier, Chris graduated, 2 years ago almost?
From Gonzaga.
From Gonzaga,
Yes.
went to work for Boeing,
Right.
and left Boeing and is getting his commercial flying license, right?
Exactly,
In fact, I asked him to be here, and he said he's got to be in Coeur d'Alene today for more lessons.
Yes.
So he's been to San Diego and to Phoenix and all of that,
Yes.
and he and his dad restored the old plane, and he swears he's going to take me up flying one of these days. And
The invitation's always open.
yeah, I know
You
it
gotta get on the
is.
calendar.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but
Absolutely.
So he's back in town. That's good and nice for the holidays.
Great
And I
blessing.
saw that you guys went down to Oregon. Was there somebody special to see?
Yes, someone very special, and her family. We
Yes.
met the family of the
Oh, is this
girl
the
that
first
he's
time to
dating.
really meet
Yes.
the family?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
So it was
Yeah.
wonderful.
She is absolutely special, and such a perfect fit.
Yes.
When I sat there when I first met Michaela, and I'm going, oh my gosh, this was set up. By power is much better
It was
than
divine intervention.
It was.
For sure.
It was.
Yes, yes.
And then the funny thing is, you have to understand that Chris, your son, is like 6'5", right?
Yes. Yes.
And I get to stand
That's why
up.
he'd be great
Yeah.
decorating the tree. Yes.
I
No
get to-
ladders required, Rosella.
I get to stand up to go and give her a hug, and I realize that she's like 6'2" or 6'3".
Yes, yes. Yes.
So I'm going to guess that maybe kids will be pretty good size, right? At some point.
Oh, we're not going to go there yet.
Okay,
but yes,
all
yes.
right. Okay, we won't go there. But good to have him back in the Northwest at
Yes,
least
it
for a
is.
while.
Thank you so
Then
much.
he's off to Hawaii.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing, in wrapping up for this event,
Yes.
we want to mention two important things. One, for any further information on the event,
Yes.
we do have a Facebook page.
Perfect.
Just go to Facebook and search for A Contemplative Christmas.
Okay.
And then the second thing is that the event is free to the public, so we're not asking for any entrance fee.
Okay.
But anyone who wants to voluntarily gift,
That's nice.
all proceeds will go to A Child's Hope Spokane, which is a nonprofit
Nice.
Christian adoption agency.
Good.
And we fully support them.
Absolutely.
So,
That's great.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I love what you're both doing and look forward to visiting here
Yes,
soon.
you're invited,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
We'll leave the invitation with you.
Well, thank you. I'll take it home. All right. Thanks for watching The Pulse of Spokane. See you tomorrow.
Join us this New Year's Eve for a night to remember, filled with glam and glitz at the historic Davenport Hotel. The fun-filled evening includes 5 vocalists with a musically inclusive big band, a plated dinner, 3 no-host bars, entertainment, dancing, party bags, and complimentary champagne at midnight. This event has sold out the past 2 years, so buy your tickets now at the Fox Theater box office or online.
The Pulse of Spokane is produced in Spokane, Washington by SpokaneTalksMedia.com, which is solely responsible for its content. The Pulse of Spokane is brought to you in part by Homes for You, Well Dressed Walrus, Spokane Firefighters Local 29, Creative Music Learning Center, and North Idaho Events. Ask the host a question, recommend a guest, or hear this program again on our Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com.